E-W-S.
It's the Overnight Underground. Here's the headlines. Trump grounds Europe.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
The market continues its flush.
Can I interest anyone in a used toilet seat?
The NBA surrenders.
What's the matter, baby?
The pandemic is now airborne. AOC says, eat Chinese, you racist pig.
Blah, blah, blah.
And hunky Jesus stands down. I'm John Ford. It's the Overnight Underground News. President Trump hit the airwaves, or whatever it is we call it these days, to calm the nation down over coronavirus fears. Did it work? Well, at market opening, the Dow was down over 7%, the S&P drops more than 6%, and trading was suspended. Even before the bell opened, the travel industry is on life support. The virus appears to have gone airborne. Congress is shutting down the U.S. Capitol to the public until April 1st. And for God's sake, the NBA has shut down everything. But there's no need to panic. So what did the president say?
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently. Things are going to be okay.
Oh, sorry. It's the wrong report. Here we go.
We will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days. The new rules will go into effect Friday at midnight.
Well, that's the gist of it. Travel between Europe suspended starting tomorrow, with the exclusion of England and Ireland. There is, however, no truth to the rumor that off-camera, Trump was heard saying that exceptions are made for anyone booking a fabulous one-week vacation at any of the incredible Trump-branded hotels and resorts. So how did the media respond to the state of the Trump virus speech? Here's CNN's Don Lemon and former Ohio Republican Governor John Kasich showing love and respect to each other on CNN.
Look, I don't want to get into that. Why
not? That's why you're here to talk about the president's address.
Can I finish now?
No, you can't, John, because we're here to talk about the president's.
Level heads prevail as usual.
Wouldn't be a lemon party without old Dick.
And in case you missed it, a rapping Sarah Palin in that bear costume was the lead-in for Trump's speech to the nation. I'd play it for you, but I've seen it once. I just couldn't take it again. The link is available on the Overnight Underground website at overnightunderground.com. If you must. Yesterday on the Hill, the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, Anthony Fauci, said that the outbreak in the U.S. is only going to, quote, get worse, and then said this on the lethality of the virus.
It is 10 times more lethal than the seasonal flu. I think that's something that people can get their arms around and understand.
Vice President Pence agreed with Fauci on the Today Show, stating that COVID-19 is more lethal than the flu and predicted thousands of more cases.
I can't see what's happening. Are we boned?
Yeah, we're boned.
As previously mentioned, the NBA has shut down everything. Basketball is suspended, my fellow sports fans. This comes following news that a player had tested positive on Wednesday for coronavirus. Great. Self-quarantine, they say. Stay at home, they say. Then they cancel the NBA. What's a fella to do?
There's so much porn!
Oh, great. Now Mr. Rogers has the plague. Actually, it's Tom Hanks who's come down with the coronavirus while down under with his wife.
Oh, behave.
What I mean is he was down under in Australia with his wife Rita Wilson, who's also tested positive for the virus.
You never know what you're going to get.
The couple are in the land of forest fires and things that want to kill you to film a new movie about Elvis, in which Hanks plays Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker. Tom, you better get on a plane pronto if you want to get back to the States before the travel ban kicks in. Rita, on the other hand, should stay put. We've all seen Tom's movies and know how dangerous it is to travel with Mr. Hanks. Yeah, if you haven't heard, it's now believed that the COVID-19 virus is airborne. That is, it can be spread in the air, the stuff we breathe, and you don't have to touch something some infected person slimed their filthy virus-infected piggies on. Tests conducted by scientists from Princeton, UCLA, and the National Institutes of Health indicate that coronavirus can survive in the air for several hours. But wait, there's more. The research also showed that the virus can survive on some surfaces for up to 3 days.
Well, we're boned.
Let's see, what other good news have we got for you today? Italy has taken their nationwide shutdown to the next level. All shops, with the exception of supermarkets and pharmacies, are ordered to shut down. Something tells me that this weekend, here in the U.S., will be known as the Battle of Costco. Here's the quick clip today. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, promulgating that people aren't going to Chinese restaurants because racism.
Honestly, it sounds almost so silly to say, but there's a lot of restaurants that are feeling the pain of racism, where people are literally not patroning Chinese restaurants. They're not patroning Asian restaurants because of just straight up racism around the coronavirus.
Not eating at a Chinese restaurant is racism. So why don't you just go and order Kung Fu Poo, bitch? And this soundbite from AOC.
I know it sounds banal.
She pronounces banal like anal.
I know it sounds banal.
I'm so easily amused.
Banal, banal, banal.
And while all this is going on, The Guardian is reporting that the super rich are distancing themselves from the plebes by jetting off to their secret bunkers.
I'll be in my bunk.
Private jet booking service Private Fly said they are seeing a jump in bookings as wealthy people arranged evacuation flights home from high-risk countries. You hear that, Forrest?
You never know what you're going to get.
Still, I hate to break it to you, fellow peons, your refrigerator box lined with tinfoil isn't going to keep out the COVID zombies. Hunky Jesus has been put on ice. The San Francisco Gate is reporting that the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence have decided to postpone the Hunky Jesus competition over fears of, you guessed it, perpetual coronavirus. Although the canceling of the event is indeed sad, I guess the folks behind the Easter competition say, don't throw away your costumes, Hunky Jesus is only postponed. Seeing as this is San Francisco and all, I have a few ongoing doubts that the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence isn't really a recognized religious order. Okay, let's switch gears just a little bit. Florida man is at it again, standing naked in his driveway and throwing rocks at passing cars. 34-year-old Dewey Kahn is in the pokey following his arrest in Brevard County on the charge of exposure of sexual organs. I say, let him who is without exposed organs cast the first stone.
N-E-W-S.
A mostly correct and occasionally incomplete transcript and links to reference sources and articles of this Overnight Underground can be found at overnightunderground.com.